My name is Wendol Lee. I'm the president of Operation Help Civil Rights Group based out of Memphis, Tennessee. My telephone number is 901-691-5705. My name is Wendol Lee. I'm the president of Operation Help Civil Rights Group based out of Memphis, Tennessee. And again, my number is 901-691-5705. And what I want to talk about today is police. It's about cops and the citizens, the American citizens. I want you all to notice and pay attention to this. This is December 2014. You had two cops that were shot and killed in New York City. They had these cop funerals. They had their funeral, at least one of them funeral. Now, you will notice that when they had their funeral, you had 20,000 people showed up at the cop funeral. 20,000 people. But these 20,000 people were fellow cops. They were fellow cops and also some of their family members. Now, you will notice that at Michael Brown's funeral, that you had hundreds of thousands of people came from everywhere, America and all over the world, to come to Michael Brown's funeral. But when cops get killed today, you don't have many people come, many civilians go to cops' funeral. All you have is fellow cops go to cops' funerals. Fellow cops going to cops' funerals when cops get killed. That tells you something. In America, as you look around in America today, you see a lot of protesting. Now, who is it protesting? You got white people, black people, Chinamen, Mexican, Puerto Rican, people from India, people from all race are protesting against American cops today. Today, people in America, the citizen of America doesn't like cops today. They don't like cops. They don't want them. Cops are not like they were back in the old days. Cops are different today. Back in the old days, cops was a little better, but today, people just don't like cops. Now, why? Okay. Today, most of your crimes committed against American citizens by cops are committed when cops pull you over doing traffic stops. Now, a lot of people, when they pull over by cops, especially 16-year-old teenage girls, they being raped. Men are being shot and killed by cops when they pull over. Cops are shooting them dead, and they're not breaking any law. Now, cops have told me, I have talked to a couple of them, that pressure is put on them by their superiors to write tickets, to bring in revenue. So they go down the street and they pulling people over and they writing tickets on them, whether they broke the law or not. Today, American people is at a standstill. They can't hardly go anywhere. It's like they in slavery. That goes for white people, black and Mexican, every race. You can't hardly go anywhere. You crank your car up and go down the street. You look behind you at 100 miles an hour, here come a cop with his blue light on pulling you over and writing your ticket whether you broke the law or not because they need revenue. So in the process of all this ticket writing, trying to get revenue, they are raping women when they're pulling them over. They're shooting men that doesn't have a gun on them, unarmed men. And they are beating, they pulling people out of their cars, slamming them on the ground, stomping them and beating them. And they talk to you like you're a dog. They talk to you any kind of way when they pull you over. Cops do this. They dirty. People don't like them. People hate cops in America. And we got to come to the conclusion that that's just point blank. Because they're too dirty and they're too low down. And they killing unarmed people, they raping women. They pulling women over, making them go and prostitute themselves at casinos. We got cases of that. You had a 12-year-old boy that his mama sent him to the store in West Memphis, Arkansas. On his way home, cops jumped out their car, shot him dead. He just had a canned drink in his hand. They shot him and killed him. They shot him more than 6 times. When they shoot you now, they make sure they empty their gun on you because they want to make sure you're out of here when they kill you. You had a white woman and a white man that was traveling, and they came through Arkansas, and their tail light was out. And when they made it to the state of Tennessee and crossed the line, the Arkansas cops came, crossed the line, and shot these 2 people dead and killed them both. They was good people from what my investigation, didn't have any criminal background, law-abiding citizen, worked hard every day. It was a white woman and a black man. They shot him and killed him dead. Cops done it. Nothing was done about it. That was a 14-year-old boy a cop pulled over and made him perform oral sex on him, and then he shot and killed him. Now, all over America, cops are just jumping out their cars, shooting down innocent people who is not breaking the law and doesn't have a gun. Now, how you answer this question? 2 cops. You had a cop pull over a young man, and they put him in the back seat. Cops pull him over. It was 2 cops. They put him in the back seat of their patrol car in handcuffs after they searched him. He managed to get a hold to a gun, they don't know where it come from, and shoot himself in the front of his head, but he was handcuffed behind his back. Now, what's the solution? I think we should replace cops. Let the cops work somewhere else in the city, probably on the fire department. I think they should be replaced, and we should put peace officers in the place of cops. Peace officers are officers that in the neighborhood all the time. They stop robberies, rapes, and murders, kidnaps, burglaries. They stop these types of crime. Why? Because they're in the community at all the time. They always there. And peace officers would be the best solution to what's going on in America. Because if we don't do something about the way the cops and the citizens are going, are feuding, then stuff might escalate into something, maybe a civil war. So what I'm saying is that our government have to listen to the American people. The American citizens are saying that they are fed up with your cops. See, but now when a cop get killed, you hear him get on TV, well, they died in the line of duty, protecting and serving the American people. That's a lie. That's one of the biggest lies can be told. They died in the line of duty, serving and protecting the little small group of people, which is the rich people who they work for. The same people who when they write tickets on you, that money goes to the same group of rich people who they work for, the cops. That's who they serve and protect. Not the mass majority of American people, but the small group of rich people that's who they protect. And that's who makes these kind of statements when a cop get killed, that they served in protecting the American citizen when they're not. They serving and protecting the small group of rich people that they work for. Now, to say it again, people are obeying the law, they're working, white and black. A mass majority of them, they law-abiding citizens. And cops are pulling them over for no reason at all and raping and shooting and killing and murdering these American citizens. We got the worst cops in the world, not just here in America, but in the world. And something needs to be done about it. Now, with that, I want to talk about Janiyah Thompson. We want to make a tribute to her. She was a young 5-year-old girl that had been raped, murdered, and killed. And I think her bones were broken. Her body was found in an abandoned trailer, laying on the bathroom floor. And we would like to do a tribute to her, but they charged a Hispanic guy and a white guy with her, well, they charged the Hispanic guy with a murder, and the white guy is locked up as a person of interest. So we'll make a tribute to her. And with that, my name is Wendell Lee, my number 901-691-5705. Thank you.